Guess what time it is? It's time for the Over the Bar podcast, where we talk and you listen, or not.
Let's do this now.
All right, welcome to Over the Bar. This is Carmen. My guest today is Tundra from the city councilor for the village of Enderby, or is it city?
It's a city, small little city, but it is a city.
Yes, absolutely. So Tundra, tell us a bit about you. Who are you?
Oh, Tundra Baird. I don't know. Just a small town girl that grew up in a geodesic dome across the river towards Maple Lake. And
That's out at Ashton Creek, right?
past Ashton Creek, yeah.
Okay.
Just right at Huppel, basically.
And you grew up in a what?
Geodesic dome.
What is that?
It's a dome with made out of triangle sides all put together to be a geodesic dome.
That looks like one of those UFO things, right? With all
It's
the
a
triangle
UFO,
squares. Yeah,
triangle
okay.
windows, all that stuff. My crib had 3 sides, so.
So normally I see those and they have them as an indoor garden, I guess you would call it, like a greenhouse.
Yeah, there's those too, but my dad built them and sold them through his furniture company and thought, prototype, let's build a big one and raise my family in it.
It's furniture company? Your dad had a furniture company?
Yeah, Filbert Hill Furniture. It was on, used to be right across from the Legion, Kitty Corner.
Okay.
And he used to build those domes and sell them, and he would assemble them on top of the roof of that, which is frog friendly now. And then he had a furniture shop right on the main street, where the old bakery used to be, right across from Rusty Spur, I guess, now.
Oh, crazy. So you were born and raised here?
Born and raised here.
Your dad was born and raised here? No.
Vancouverites.
Vancouverites moved up here.
Hippies that came up here with a bunch of other hippies and
Hippies.
bought property. Hence Tundra Leaf.
Tundra. That's your middle name, Leaf?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Crazy.
It's like Norwegian, but Leaf.
So grew up in Ashton Creek. Now, from what I understand, in a brief conversation we had before, your dad was Lauren?
Yeah.
And he had Lorenzo's. Was that Lorenzo's Cafe? Or?
Lorenzo's Cafe, yeah, music venue. Yeah, he went from making furniture to that venue, old schoolhouse.
I was out there once. There was a bowling alley in there.
Yes, it was the Lumbee bowling alley that he transported and made all the floors inside into a bowling alley, and it was the original schoolhouse from Ashton Creek in 1929, I believe.
Oh, really?
Opened, and then so. The men's washroom was the original coat room.
Was the original what?
Coat room.
Coat room.
When you walked in to hung your coats, was the men's washroom. Yeah.
So how many years were you still, I guess, living at home when he opened up Lorenzo's Cafe?
No, I was gone away to working in Vancouver. I wasn't around when I just come back and see his progress.
So you didn't latch on to any of that music history or anything like that? Your dad was a musician, was he not?
No, just grew up with all sorts of musicians down in Vancouver, like Jerry Doucette and French Chandel, and all of his high school buddies were.
So did you get to meet all those people too?
Oh, yeah. They had big mortgage burning parties up at the Dome, and Jerry Doucette would come play, and big bands would come in, and generators would be pumping, and pigs would be roasting, and...
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
Pretty wild. I think, canoed acrouged the river to get to school.
Excuse me, you had to canoe across the river?
Yeah, in winter only.
So you guys didn't live in, that was when you were in the Dome?
Yeah, so I lived in the Dome since I was born till about 7. So 7 years.
And that's where you had to
canoe across the river to
catch
get
the
to
bus
kindergarten. Yeah.
to go to work? Or not work, school, work, same damn thing.
Yeah, as a kid it was work, yeah. But yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Then, they had a moose, they called it the horse moose. It was a big, big horse, and then to take us down to the river.
And what did you do in the wintertime? Just walk across? No, you can't because it runs all year round.
So in the summer we could, when there was no snow, we could drive in and out to school through Trinity Valley up past Hidden Lake. That's how we'd get the property. But in the winter, that was not an option. No. So
that would be going up past Hidden Lake and down
and
the
drop
back
down. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody lives there still today.
There's a few families over there, but yeah, all of our old hippies have sold and moved on.
Interesting.
But there's property still over there for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so from there you left the area and you went to university, BCIT.
Yep, BCIT.
And you got into television, did you not?
Television, yeah. No, I knew in pretty much high school they had an amazing program here that did media, and we made really cool videos. And I thought, why not do this? And I had a practicum in high school at CHBC back in the day. And then, left when I was, because I'm a late baby. I'm in November, so I was 17 when I left. And then,
What does a late baby mean?
like, in the end, you graduate at 17, and then you're kind of out, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
November, I don't turn 18. So, I went to university and then just.
Well, tell us about that. You came out of university, and then you
I went straight to my first job was at CHBC again, where I'd done a practicum in high school
in Kelowna.
Okay. And it was first job was working studio camera, so the big cameras inside, and me and Mike Roberts I'd have the late shift always.
You're behind the camera, looking at him behind. I got him.
Doing all that. And so it was a great group of people there. And so worked there for probably 3 years until I kind of got the bug to get out of Kelowna, do something bigger. And then, moved back to Vancouver and worked at every TV station I think there was there.
BCTV? I guess that's what it was
Started
called at the time.
BCTV.
Yeah.
Tony Parsons, he used to wear shorts under the desk, and he had his tie on top, and his dog Charlie would sit under the desk. And then, then worked at UTV in studio doing switching, with the director. So I was a switcher, and then
Okay, so you're behind the big board that nobody
I
gets
didn't
to
like
see.
didn't like doing that, being stuck inside. So then, just kind of did more camera work, and eventually finally ended up at VTV.
What's VTV?
Vancouver Television. It was a brand new startup, so lots of people from even global at the time, BCTV, UTV, they all kind of jumped ship and wanted to be part of this new. Vicky Gabbro had a show on there. It was a really cool startup station. So everything was new and shiny. And
did it go very far? Because I've never even heard of them.
It eventually turned, now it's CTV. So it's still the corner of Robson and Burrard.
Okay.
So it's the same TV station, just got bought out over the years. And so I started there doing camera work and eventually moved up to have my own microwave truck and just did all live hits all over. So
what's a microwave truck?
So back in the day, that's kind of where now they can do it by these little tiny remote boxes and stuff. But back in the day, you need the big truck with the satellite that you go up and you have to shoot Seymour Mountain or Cypress, whatever. Yeah, whatever. So there was 5 microwave trucks, and eventually, everyone that was any good at them got one. So mine was Gross, was my little name of mine.
Gross.
They're all named after Cypress, Seymour, Gross, Lions. So.
It sounded like you said gross.
Gross, no.
Somebody didn't clean up afterwards or what?
No. So just ended up doing that for probably 6 years. And then, just
So did you ever get in front of the camera?
Yeah, we had to do a lot of your own interviews, right? So you'd set up the camera right here, and then you would just ask questions, especially when it was hectic stuff going on, fires or things, and the reporter, you didn't have an option for a reporter at that time, so you just ask the fire chief, what happened, what's your name, spell your name, and then go into the interview, down and dirty kind of stuff. But
so you would go in with your own cameraman. So
I would be the cameraman. I was always the cameraman.
Okay, so were you actually in front of the camera doing the interview then too? You would just set up and then stand in front of your own camera?
Yeah, you'd have to.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just you.
Just
and
you
then I got
by
budget
yourself.
cuts, and then I got even way worse.
Oh, wow. So did you ever get to interview anybody really exciting?
I don't know. I mean, I got to ride in when Greg Moore, before he died, he was a Indy car racer, and he took me through his course in his Hummer, and I had to sit kind of in the back seat so I could get the full view, and he was just kind of talking to me, and he died not too long after that, which is kind of sad. But I mean,
that's a Debbie Downer.
I got in the elevator one time, and Robert Duvall was in there with going up for an interview with another person in the building. I'm like, oh, hi.
Did you get to interview him?
No, I just got to chat with him.
I just got to chat with him. Robert Duvall. Hey, how you doing in the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's Tundra. Wink, wink.
Yeah. No. I mean, you just got to meet a ton of cool people.
Well, that's cool.
A ton of cool things you got to do.
So who would have been the coolest you met? Musicians? You ever meet any of those guys other than Jerry
Lots
Doucette?
of concerts. I mean, back in the day, we were kind of new. There's another girl, Susie, is the camera person. She was one of the other only women camera person. And but we would have to go into literally the Canucks dressing room sometimes and be like, okay, women coming in.
Knock, knock, knock. Hello.
Yeah, and they'd be like, can we just pull so-and-so to get a quick soundbite or whatever? So, I mean, I don't know if you get really jaded of stardom. Like at the end, I wasn't even really going to concerts, like big, Tina Turner and stuff. You'd be like,
Yeah, whatever.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd rather go home tonight.
yeah, there's certain times like that. But I don't know. I mean, back in the day, Michael Bublé, I used to play baseball with him. And that
That's
was
what you
before
were
he was
saying.
famous.
Yeah,
and he's-
Michael Bublé.
Yeah. And that was
Superstar.
I was just a random, right?
And you still hang out with him now or hear from him?
No. I don't think he comes back to Vancouver hardly ever. Maybe once Christmas to visit his family or something in Burnaby, but
Never hook up? Say, hey, how's it going?
No, I should just reach out and be like, hey.
Why not? You grew up with the guy. Let's go have some fun.
Yeah, no, he was a pretty chill guy. It was funny. He was pretty geeky. Like,
I remember we were at the golf course,
yeah, I think I
and you
showed
were
you
showing me
pictures.
some pictures of him. Yeah, he definitely had some hair for sure. There's no doubt about that. He's a superstar, though. I mean, the guy has.
oh, he's amazing. Yeah, amazing
He came on
singer.
the scene. I don't know that I heard of him probably 15 years ago. Was when he became, I think, more mainstream around here.
Yeah,
Loved his music. Still do today.
yeah. No, he sang the Happy Birthday, on one knee at Babaloo's back in the day when all our friends would go there. So I still got to dig up that picture.
At Babaloo's
Babaloo's was his first blues club. He was playing on Granville.
in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And that was just like a weekend gig for him.
Yeah, he was kind of the house music, the crooner. He had
Okay.
the whole crooner act going on, and then David Foster found him, and
David Foster. Yeah.
yeah.
Very familiar with him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
That's
cool.
actually very exciting. Well, if you ever get him to hook up with him,
Tell him
tell him
to
to come on
see
over.
Carmen.
Yeah, bring him up. We'll have a chat.
Will do.
Yeah.
Will do. But yeah.
So from there, from your television career, which you did up until
I quit in 1999. Pretty much, I got to fly with the Snowbirds, and that was the last.
Tell us
can.
about that.
It was one of those assignments, and it was just, Tundra, you got to get out to the Abbotsford Air Show. You're the smallest camera person we have. There's a weight restriction.
To get you into the plane with him, or what? Yeah.
There was a weight restriction. Some of the camera guys were a little bit larger,
So you got to go fly with the Snowbirds.
yeah.
Well,
had to
during
do-
a show or something, or
It was the Abbotsford
practice?
Air Show.
Okay.
And so we had to go 2 hours before just to get basic training, get your jumpsuit figured out, your helmet sized, all that other stuff, and get your basics, what you're supposed to be doing, and then get in.
You just jumped in the
We're
plane and
gonna
go,
go for a
okay, we're going to
ride."
go do some crazy shit with these guys, right?
Yeah. So there, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was just wild. You just taking pictures, and I had a little video camera so I could film up there at the same time, and just.
There's
yeah.
some pretty good G-forces up there, is there not?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild when you do the whole loop-de-loop and turn over. You're like, oh, but they warn you. But I mean, you always put your microphone in your headset so you can hear what's going on. And
I can't imagine what that would do to my stomach. I mean, I was at the, what's the raceway? Oliver Raceway?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it's called. I was down there with a gentleman that brought his race car up, and he says, well, come on, I'll take you out for a ride. He says, not too many people make it past the 8th lap. I was on the 7th and tapped out.
Yeah,
And
well, then you're just doing like that fast, right? It's like
yeah,
a
but don't
washing
those
machine.
guys take you up and do donuts and flip you
Yeah,
upside
they
down?
flip upside down, and I don't know. I guess maybe the adrenaline's too much at that time that you don't even. Yeah, but they say if you're gonna get sick, just get sick in the right, because this is just like a scuba diving rig, I guess.
In your
It'll
regulator?
just- yeah,
Puke in it? What do you do?
yeah.
I'll just suck that back now. Ooh, gross.
No, I think there's a spot for it.
Oh.
What I've been told, but yeah, no, we got to do lots and lots of air stuff in TV, right? Like hanging out of helicopters and stuff. So.
Hanging out of helicopters?
Well, like you can't shoot with the camera up to
So-
the window, so they have to take the door off.
You're the cameraman.
Yeah,
They take the door off,
yeah.
and you lean out. of
And then
this
they lean out, and then they duct tape your seatbelt in, so that's it. You're stuck to the
Duct tape your seatbelt.
they duct. Because
Hang on here,
Have
hang
you
on.
ever been in an airplane that has like it's the same seatbelts, just like in your WestJet? You don't want to hit that with your watch or your anything.
Oh, so they duct tape the buckle
They
together.
duct tape so
Buckle,
you're
so
not, if it's going down, you're going down with it. There's no getting out.
You're done. And you're actually hanging out the side of the
Yeah, so you
helicopter.
have to put your feet kind of on the edge, and then you have to, and they strap your camera with the strap too.
Yeah, because you don't want to drop that on somebody down below,
Carabiner,
right?
yeah.
No.
So that's attached. But yeah, that's your.
And you did that a lot.
Yeah, we just have to go down to Helijet pad, just down by the sails, like. Yeah.
So is this out of the radio station's
TV.
helicopter?
No, it would just be they would just have a contract with Helijet, just probably bill them, whatever. Sometimes there's to be another camera on the other side, and two different stations would go up or whatever.
Okay.
Just depending on the scene or what was happening. If there's a ship on fire or something out in the bay or whatever is going on.
So what was this?
Major.
So then that brings me to the next question. What would be the scariest thing you've done, other than hanging out the side of a helicopter, of course? Crazy.
I don't know about really scary and nothing in.
They didn't take you over a fire and drop you down in the middle of it to have to go.
No, not like working hydro, these workers or something like, here you go. See ya.
Right.
No.
Get out. Boom.
Nothing scary like that. No, I don't think anything ever scary. I mean, you'd be downtown East Side sometimes and
that's
wishing
scary.
for a backup, right?
Yeah.
If there's an incident, you're like, don't touch my stuff or don't touch this.
Can you imagine being down there today?
No, I can't, because
Right?
back then
It was pretty mellow.
It was, you have to go down. There were some incidents. The business owners, even back then, were complaining about different things, right?
Well, they have been
But,
forever.
yeah, so, I mean, that would be kind of out of your element stuff, but no, nothing super scary that comes off the top of my head.
Okay. So we're going to just step back one little bit here with the snowbirds. There is a video somewhere of this, is there not?
Yeah.
Is it on
I can
YouTube?
send it to you. No, I think I just have it on my phone.
Okay, if you can send it to me, because I'd love to put it into post-production.
Yeah, no, I have pictures.
'Cause
and
I seem to remember you showing me
Yeah,
something,
I
and you had a grin from ear to ear.
yeah.
How old would you have been then?
Oh, let me think. 26?
So that must have been a pretty exciting thing.
Yeah, 26, something like that.
First time in a jet. I can't imagine getting into a jet. I think my palms I would have to carry a cloth just to keep them dry, and maybe some extra deodorant. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember. I just remember there not being much time to think about it.
No?
Like, it was just, I think they're just so used to it and regimented. It's not like boarding a plane where you're like, get me on this thing. It's like, get in, shut the thing. We got to go. Like, it wasn't a lot of time to really second guess if this is even a good idea.
The boss just said, "Hey, go get in that
I'm
plane.
just like,
Go have
"Hey,
some fun."
Sure. Yeah, and that's what you do.
So from there, you came back to Enderby,
Yeah, I came back to Enderby.
and I don't know what was you obviously left the film career. Or
Yeah,
television career.
there was not much more. I don't think that I could have accomplished. Like, my friends, and I love them to death still. They're still working down there, and they're still working in television, and they do get to do some cool things still, right? I mean, always things are coming up, but yeah, there was no, unless you're going to go to like a AAA market like Toronto or LA or somewhere that has, maybe get paid way more. But I was just like, okay, what else do I want to do here? I got to fly with snowboards. I got to drive with Greg Moore. I got to do some
Hang out of helicopters.
lots to go. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm kind of tapped out. I want to go just chill for a while. So yeah, went and met this nice guy one time. I was home for Christmas. I thought, well, I could take a break up there, see how that works out.
How'd it work out?
Oh, pretty good.
Is that your husband today?
25 years later.
Yeah, there you go.
And I came back and helped my dad and
Working at the cafe.
Yeah, working at Lorenzo's, and it was kind of the time he was getting busier and busier, and he's like, I could use a hand. So
I remember I think we went out there a couple times, and it was a packed house.
yeah, and you got some great musicians in there. Some amazing, Zappa Costa, and who's the Blue Rodeo, Bob Egan. I don't know. Yeah,
They're playing in Salmon Arm this summer.
Yeah,
Blue Rodeo.
I saw that. Yeah. And so, it was funny because we got invited to go to Blue Rodeo and Kamloops and go watch them backstage and stuff just because of the connections, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, he still kind of keeps in touch with a lot of those guys. So.
Where is your dad now? Is he still?
He's in Ashton Creek.
Oh, he's still out in Ashton Creek?
Still riding his motorbike and still doing what he
And
does.
he sold Lorenzo's.
Yep, sold Lorenzo's. Right at COVID. He closed the December of 2019 was his last, and he knew he was closing anyway. He was 70. He's like, it's my time.
So is he still in the same place? Just didn't sell it? Because I know at one point he was trying to sell it all as a package.
Yeah, he sold it completely, and now just lives in a log cabin out in Ashton Creek.
So did they actually, the new owners just They did nothing with it?
No, it's just a big old house with a big old dance floor.
That's a big house.
Big old
with
kitchen.
Right? I wonder what kind of parties they're throwing out there. It is
I'm
Ashton
like,
Creek, you know?
I know. I'm like, come on, you guys. Open up the doors.
Yeah.
See what you're doing in there.
Yeah. Well, timing, I guess, couldn't have been better for him because,
Yeah,
COVID.
he was so lucky that he gave up his liquor license for that year and everything else. So, yeah, worked out for him fairly well.
And okay, so you came back,
Yep.
helped out your dad for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And is that when you decided to start getting into politics, or did you do something else in between there?
No, that wasn't until I came back here, and then I just was kind of just, what am I going to get into? I did a lot of art in the past. I've done some painting, some murals and stuff with some friends, and then I left, went to Dubai with a girlfriend, and we ended up painting. We were there for a month and a half and in just near Oman, the border of Oman, so Abu Dhabi.
You just jumped on a plane, decided you're going to go do a mural
we
in
had
Dubai?
A friend over there that was living there, and she worked at the library, and her husband was expat, kind of smoking some hookah and meeting friends, and they said, hey, this Greek shipping company wants a mural painted. Can you do it? He's like, oh shit, probably not by myself. And so we got the call. He's like, do you girls want to come over and paint a mural and hang out with me for a month and a bit? And
how was that?
oh, it's a blast. Yeah, absolute blast. Got to see how the other half lives over there, and yeah, it was wild. I mean, you can't explain it to anyone really. Everything is up to Allah. And there's kids climbing in the back seats doing like 120 down the highway, passing on the inside, because Allah will take care of it if it's meant to be.
Oh, bye. So did you get to, being over in Dubai, did you, I guess, meet any of the royals or anything like that?
Not royals. I mean, there was lots of expat, like you could only go if you wanted, drinks and all that stuff. You would go to the Hilton or and the amount of...
They're a dry country? As
for
a
the
rule?
most part, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'd have to go to an expat national place, or you'd go to the hole in wall and someone would just pass you a bottle through this hole.
Really?
Legit. Yeah, you're like, here's some money. Don't know, your hand just comes out and here's this.
What would happen if you got caught with it?
I don't know. I don't know if expats were really on their hit list. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't think that was kind of the case, but
It's more for the
yeah,
the
because
countrymen and stuff.
yeah, there was. But I mean, I would go to dinner parties with expats, or this guy rolling in with this big Hummer, and it said heat on the side of it, and I was like, it's potluck, everyone's kind of bougainvillea, beautiful courtyards and stuff, and I was like, what is that? And he's like, oh, it's hostile environmental active training or something. I'm like, for what? Like, is that a thing? He's like, oh yeah, these oil companies and stuff, I got to train these guys if they get caught, if something happens, how to do this. And I'm like, he was from Calgary, but he was living his best life over there.
He was in Calgary running some...
He was from Calgary, but he
What was heat? What did that stand for again? Heat?
Hostile environmental active training, I think. Yeah.
That sounds pretty darn interesting.
Right? Like, who Google that? I'm like,
I will find out what the heck that's
So,
all
like,
about.
yeah. So that's what, it's just eye-opening to see that there's jobs all over the world that you never even think of, that
Right? I would never have thought of something
people are
like
doing
that.
and making big money doing it.
Yeah.
So
And being in
Yeah.
Dubai, where they've got just a little bit of cash.
a little
Just a little
bit of cash over there. Yeah.
Well, that Ferrari's 6 months old. I need a new one.
Yeah, and you'd be in the middle of the nowhere desert, and you'd be driving, going from, there's not a lot of towns between sand dunes, just as far as the eye can see, but the boulevards would be the most meticulous maintained boulevards for miles, like 80 miles of just bougainvillea and greenery and
Bougainvillea?
the big pink
Okay.
flowers and all that stuff, and there'd just be all beautiful, middle of nowhere.
Was the whole city like that, or I guess the question is there anything like you would you find it an east side like in Vancouver?
Not really, but I mean, we were outside of Dubai. We did go in Dubai, but Abu Dhabi was the next kind of state over, almost you would call it. And then we were in a smaller town, but I mean, lots of dirt roads, and everyone was covered, and you'd go to the souk, like the market, to get your
And how did that work with you being from Canada? Did you have to wear something?
No, we just had to make sure. So I bought a ton of white men's shirts from like Walmart back in the day, cotton. You
White.
just had to have like your elbows covered and then your knees covered. So just skirts. But you didn't go that. But only if you would go to like, I think it was the Sandy Beach Resort we'd go. It was out towards Oman. And it was an expat beach, so you could wear your bathing suit and bikini and all that stuff, right? And it was
How many
hot.
Arab guys were hanging out there at that time?
The amount of sheikhs in their white clothing
at the expats beach with all the bikinis. Yeah.
At the shisha bar, because they weren't drinking; they were just smoking shisha. There was a lot.
That's just a tobacco shisha, right?
It's like a concentrated. Because they flavor it with everything, right?
Okay,
It's like the flavored tobacco and goes through the water and all the the hookah. Yeah.
I think did we try that hookah once? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I liked it. I might have had too many tequila at that point.
Yeah, it's a different. It's depending on what wine you take, but yeah, we'd smoke some hookah and it was pretty fun.
Cool.
Ride some camels, do some things.
And you were there for a month.
Just over a month. Yeah.
Have you ever been back?
No.
No.
I haven't. And yeah, they moved away. They moved back, and they.
Oh, the people that
brought
you over.
are
Okay.
friends of ours. So yeah.
So what was the mural that you had to do?
Oh, I'll have to send you a picture.
Absolutely.
It was so their offices in Abu Dhabi they wanted their like actual Greek pictures of their Greece port and everything in their shipping company. So we had to do the actual Greece like buildings and looks like Greece, and then one of their huge ships, that their tanker ships or whatever.
You painted a ship too?
Yeah, a big. I think we did 3 different murals. Yeah, on their office walls. And we had to do
Okay, you didn't paint the actual ship. You were painting a picture
just
of the
picture
ship
on their office walls. So we just
I was
did their
going to say,
whole
holy
office.
Christ, that would take more than a month, I would think.
No, just what they wanted on these office walls. So, and we'd have to do it at night, which was always fun.
And
we brought beverages and we had some fun, but we had to use a projector a lot
disco
of the times.
lights.
Yeah, yeah, and it was good. It was fun. So I did that and then came back and that was I think Josh realized, he's like, oh, that was a long time without you, because I think we did 2 weeks in Paris on the way back too. So
You made Josh stay at home?
Yeah, he stayed at home. He had to work.
He didn't want to go to?
No.
No.
It was in like February too, so he was like full login. So
Oh, yeah, I guess.
full
Yeah.
hauling. But then after that, and he's like, no, that was too long. So okay, let's get married.
You're staying home now.
Yeah.
The hell with that shit.
The hell with that shit. And that was that.
So, okay, then you came back, and then you did what?
Then after that, I don't know. We just traveled a bit, and then pretty much got pregnant. That's how it happens, right?
Yeah, right.
Married, kids.
Life's over for a year or two.
Yeah, and then then really raised kids for, I think my kids were, when I got into politics, the whole reason I probably got into politics because there was no bathroom open at the park when I'd take them to the park.
Oh, really?
In town.
That was your.
And I'm like,
that
this
was
is
the click.
unacceptable.
That was your click.
That was
I think I'm going to run for office just so I can get a bathroom in this park.
Yeah, and there's
Good for you.
bathrooms there, which made no sense. And when you have like a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old that need to go to the bathroom, you're like, okay, this sucks.
Oh,
Why
so
are the
they were
bathrooms
locked.
up?
There was bathrooms, but they were locked up.
They were locked. And coming from Vancouver, we'd travel with the kids when they were little down to Scottsdale and stay for a month or Palm Springs. And I'm like, there's parks that have bathrooms that just on time locks. It's not that hard.
Okay. Well, makes total sense to me.
Right.
In this day and age, or
Yeah.
even 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Just a time lock, right?
Absolutely.
So, I think that was one catalyst. And then just river access. There's a few different things in town that I'm like, why?
River access.
I don't know, by the chamber building where you used to go launch your tubes, like right behind the chamber there. It was because that's an old mill site where Enderby. So there was huge nails that would just come up every time, rusty pieces of metal, like all this stuff, and it's just slippery and gross. And I'm like, okay, we're asking people to come here and launch, but we don't have a proper launch, so can we fix that? And I don't know.
Okay.
There's just there's enough things that I'm like, well, why not?
So would you say then you joined the politics more for the to secure better recreation and stuff for the Enderby area?
That was probably one of the main things, because I think we had, at the time, I don't know how I was doing this with kids, but we were buying houses or building houses and flipping houses and like McClure all over, and so I'd see things in Salmon Arm that I'd have to drive my kids all the way to there to go for different ballet or just basic stuff, and I'm like, can we do better? And so I think the first or second year I got elected, Greg McEwen, who was mayor at the time, I don't even know if he was mayor at the time, he was just a councillor still. He and I approached Cheryl Hay, who's our rec services lead now, and she was working in Salmon Arm. We're like, you want to move back to Enderby? I know you do. She grew up here. I went to high school with her. And we kind of, I don't say poached her, but we said, we'll support you in any way we can.
This is after you became a councillor?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think it's the first year. And then,
So what was it like to run for city council your first time? Were you nervous? Somehow I don't envision you ever being nervous.
I was really nervous, and the old boys club, they weren't too happy, but I did get most of the votes of anyone. I was gonna
bring that up because it's not so much now, but I've heard a lot of stories about this particular town with the old boys school, and I can imagine how a female walking in and kind of wanting to rule the roost must have been interesting.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was, and there was lots of stuff I think you could get done, and we had. I mean, I ended up with some of the best friends that from those eras that I'm still now business partners with and friends with still. But I don't know. Some of them, I want to, not saying like men need like our sheep, but sometimes they just need a little herding. I'm just saying.
Come on now.
Come on.
Us guys? No.
It's like one of my best camera friends, Al, he says, oh my God, Tundra, you should see when 5 of us males go to Vegas. We just walk around like, where should we be going? What should we be doing? Because the housewives that they used to be told, you guys are going here, and this is what we're doing. This is what time dinner reservations are, right?
So what you're saying is us guys don't know how to plan properly or basically get dressed in the morning?
I'm not saying that about every guy. I'm just saying it was, I think it was just a different perspective when I got on council. And it was, I was young. I'm dating myself, but I think I was 30. I have to do the math now. 36. So I've been 15 years.
15 years on city council in Enderby.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. That's a long time.
Mm-hmm. It's a long time. It's like almost a life sentence.
Yeah, politics can be a bit of a crazy thing to get involved in.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. But
look what's going on in the world today. Conservative, liberal, don't care, don't want to say.
Yeah, not conservative. I'm not.
Yeah. Not. What do you think of what happened with Marilyn Goudet, whatever the hell her name is?
I fill me in. You tell me what's happening on that.
Crossed the floor?
Oh, yes. From the Liberals to Conservatives. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I saw that. Is there going to be an election soon?
No, unfortunately not.
Right?
That is the problem.
Well, I want to say, I think small town politics for big politics is a whole different,
different story.
It's such a whole different ball game. And I guess I use this, it's kind of a joke, but it's not, it's because it's so true, is like, say you have a manager managing, let's just use Trudeau's old house or Carney's house he's living in right now or wherever, if he's even living in Canada.
Right.
But
probably not. Just flies home on weekends.
So anyway, say they need a new fence, right? So they have a manager that takes care of all the needs. And so he gets 3 contractors to come give him a quote. And the first contract says, I can do it for 15. So it's going to be 5 for me, 5 for my crew, and 5 for supplies, right? So the other guy's like, oh, I could probably do it for 10. So 4 for my crew, 4 for supplies. The other guy's like, oh, come here for a second. It's like, I can do it for 40, but 15 for you, 15 for me. And let's get a guy that does it for 10 for 10.
Okay. All right.
Right? Like, I mean, because there's not a lot of checks and balances in the big
in
politics.
the big game.
In the big game, but in our small game, I mean, we only have so much tax dollars. We can't get away with that.
True. Absolutely. So do you guys get paid as city councilors? A token wage? It doesn't matter how much it is.
No, we do. We do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I think after taxes, it's about $790 a month.
Oh,
You should run.
No, absolutely not.
You kind of had that look in your eye, like you're like.
No, absolutely not. No, the political game is like I've been a member of a few social clubs, Lions.
Oh yeah.
What's the one? Masons.
Yeah.
Once you get in there a bit, then the politics starts coming out. Yeah, no, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You can't deal with it. I'm a pretty straight shooter. And in politics, that gets you into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where I don't even, like, lots of people are like, you should go into be like an MLA or MP. And I have friends that have done that or, in the past. And man, it takes a toll on your life.
Oh, I can imagine.
And it's not even, I mean, you go in for the right reasons. I would hope.
This bar keeps creaking on us. Hopefully it doesn't go through. Anyway, sorry.
That's okay.
Can you hear that in your headphones?
It's not me. I'm not kicking it.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
being
just-
annoying.
it's
Go
just
ahead.
you
Sorry.
rocking it.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, I think it would just suck the life out of you.
Oh, for sure. I can't imagine that. One, you're up in front of that camera. 50% of the people like you, and 50% of the people hate you, or very, very close to those numbers.
Yeah.
And the ones that hate you or don't like you really can drag you through the mud.
Yeah.
And I see that every day.
Yeah. You'd have to be a different person than I am to get into anything further than just city politics, where I can phone up someone and be like, hey, do you have a problem? Or what can I do to help you? Or let's meet
How do we
for
make
coffee.
Enderby better?
Yeah. And that's my main goal or area. And I have a good relationship with our area F rep now. And it's just, I think things are in this area are going okay.
And who is our area F rep? Is that Mel Arlen?
Alyssa Hopkins. So she's just your like municipal rep. And then, then Mel's federal and Dave Williams provincial, right?
Do we ever get to see anything from these guys? They ever come around here?
Oh, no.
No?
No. Mel does.
Does
Mel
he?
does quite a bit. I do see Mel quite a bit. And I'm pretty good friends with Mel. So
And he's the MP?
yeah, he's our federal.
Okay.
Yeah. And him and his wife, Linda, they live in Salmon Arm. And yeah, he's really approachable and he's really, he's been in it for a long time. I don't know how long Mel's been in there, but a while.
So what's on your agenda? Like what I guess in a political speaking, are you going, there's an election coming up this year, is there not?
There is. You should run, I said.
Absolutely not. No.
I don't know. You know what? I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence of running again. There's some things I want to see come to fruition, but on the other hand, I think I can tick a lot of boxes that I've got done, and I'm like,
What are those boxes that you tick? What have you ticked?
Well, those bathrooms got opened.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We now have a place to go to the washroom.
Yeah, right. The hand launches got done. The main street got. I remember doing that in one just before or just after one of our periods where we got reelected, and I'm like, I know people are gonna be mad. The trees are gonna have to go, but the main street just looked horrible.
Who was in charge of getting the artwork down there? The big tubes.
The big tubes. Oh, the big rocks, the river rocks.
No, on Main Street, those big tubes that light
Oh,
up.
the pillars.
Pillars. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That was part of our. So they're supposed to represent the. If you go up the river and you see all those pillars, those logs, that's where they held all the logs.
Okay.
From back in the day, for when they had the logging sports or the mill was there, right? So there's the booms would all be tied to all those piers and log posts. So they're supposed to be part of the wood piers.
Oh, okay.
That was
they're interesting.
The
I like them.
concept of them.
Yeah.
And then, the seats in front of the library were supposed to be the river rocks. But,
Right.
we knew we were going to take a beating for ripping up the trees and ripping up Main Street. And the businesses were going to lose business because they're going to be, under construction for X amount of time. So we're live to that. But, at the same time, someone's going to pull the plug and make the decision that this needs to be revitalized. And it went away. The
All the
hubbub
complaining?
went away.
Well,
So
look
once
at
they
it today.
see
It actually
how
looks pretty
is,
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So what other boxes did you tick?
Like I said, rec services, the new pool. It's going to be exciting. I've been on the rec commission for quite a long time. Like most of my time, I've been on the rec services. So that would encompass, all rec. So just new ball diamonds and more rec services, as much as we can cram into this little town.
And the rail trail is up and running now too, right?
Yeah. Well, that is hopefully, I think by the end of the summer, it should completely be open. By the end of the summer. I mean, I know people are using it now, and
I see they're putting down the last coat on top of it here. Last week they were doing, because we did it from Grinrod. Well, actually, we started downtown, went all the way over, but it's when we got to the Grinrod side that they had finished that, and it was quite smooth and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I had talked to Corey from Splatson, and he said they were finishing up this part through the town here now, but I don't know how far they're going the other way
towards Armstrong.
Yeah.
I think just the last base needs to go on past to get to Stepney Crossroads, but past the bridge I've biked all the way past that, and it's just that top coat is a little shaly.
Pretty rough, yeah.
Yeah.
So does it go right into Armstrong now then?
No, because we need to deal with that, where, I don't know if you remember where the railroad tracks at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of caveat. How do we get around that? How do we
The tracks are
make that
gone
work?
there, right?
Yeah, but it's just cyclists crossing at that.
Oh, the highway there. I get you. Right.
So that might be a little like you hope you've pressed the button, the pedestrian button.
So right now you can go as far as where the old rail tracks were, and it stops,
you
or is it
can't
stop?
go that far. It's right at Stepney Crossroads. So if you took that, I guess that little side road that takes you on to back Enderby.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just at the base of that.
Okay.
There's not very far, a couple kilometers down that road, there's the ending.
Because I know they've come out of Armstrong with it, and how far are they?
Not very far. They're
Okay.
right to the dump.
Oh, just to the dump
Basically,
road.
Yeah, that's as far as they could go.
So we still need to connect from Stepney over to the dump road there.
Yeah, so I think the biggest draw will be probably from Enderby to Sycamoose in the near, this
for
summer,
sure.
because now with the ferry's up and running from Sycamoose, which I do want to take.
Yeah, I think we tried to go out that far was that January or February? It was January. Just after they finished the bridge at Rosman Lake. We got as far as there, and it was like, okay, sun is starting to get a little bit lower. It's going to be cold in that shade. And another couple who went past us and asked us if we'd been. I said, no. They came 10 minutes later. They come, and it was too cold there. So we're really looking forward to taking that and going all the way through to Sycamoose, and then take the ferry across. Then you can grab the ferry back and come back again.
Yeah, and come back. So
it's
you
a
can
long ride.
Go for you got e-bikes. Come on.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could lie and say you don't, but I've seen you on them, so
we're busted.
You're busted.
We're busted. What?
No,
Yeah.
it's I have one too. Yeah, that's how we do it. Because I mean, it's nice to have some assist, especially
absolutely.
because there is a grade. Like
Going that way,
it's
pretty darn simple.
You can
coming
tell.
back.
Yeah,
you need some assist.
Yeah, so it's that is it's going to be amazing. I don't think even Enderby or Grinrod Pub especially even knows what they're in for. Like when it does open, right?
For sure.
Just the ease of going from Enderby to the pub for lunch and then back.
Yep,
Jump
absolutely.
in the river, go for a swim at the park, and then
it'll be fantastic.
Yeah,
I would expect that hopefully it'll get as popular as our river float does, because that's pretty damn popular.
It is, but we're gonna have to close the gates soon to Enderby because
is it getting a lot of control?
No, it's just there's so many
close.
people.
Yeah, it's awesome.
There's so many people. I know there is. It is.
It's awesome for all the businesses and everything here. Yeah. Now, on that note, oh man, I lost it. So what
River
happened?
float.
No, it was before that. It doesn't matter. It's okay. So, we started to talk a little bit about the world today.
Oh yeah.
What do you feel is going on in the world today?
Oh, it's scary. Like you look at having kids and you're like, oh, when you had kids, you're like, this, things are pretty good. Everyone could afford a house. I mean, I don't know. I bought my first house at like $110,000, right?
Good luck trying to do that today.
It's just, and that's, I mean, I'm more concerned about the kids, the next generation and stuff, and just what the opportunities are going to be, and or the lack of opportunities and the lack of, you know, just the taxes, the everyday, the inflation,
On the note of housing, you're a builder, correct? That's what you do
I don't lift a hammer, but I do.
you're the
build.
investor that does all that.
I do all the design too.
Okay. Oh, you're a designer?
I do all of it. I even do the house plans. I make my own house plans. Yeah, on little itty bitty graph paper.
Really?
Yeah, and then I give them to
You
drafter
Oh, okay. So you draw it out and then you send it to somebody who runs the
that
AutoCAD
actually knows how to
program.
do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just do it old school.
So what with, and this is obviously is going to tie into some of the politics here. Everybody seems to be up in with the Elbows Up crew. They're going that Kearney's billing because they're giving all these discounts on GST and stuff like that. Have you noticed anything like that as a builder?
No,
No.
not yet. I heard some word of my HVAC guy saying that there might be a rebate for maybe a heat pump or two.
That's
but
it?
That's the only thing I've heard. I mean, I just came across our council table. It was the government, the NDP, BC NDP, trying to tax all professional services now, 5%. So say we want to go, we put it out to tender. We need an engineer. We need all that's, drawings, architectural drawings, all that stuff. And that used to be not taxed for PST. Yeah, PST. And so now they're pushing to tax that. So that just gets passed down to
the
and these
consumer.
are municipal roads and works or sewer works or whatever we need done to make the community better. And now they want to add an extra 5% on because we're already struggling to maintain our aging infrastructure.
So that's going to make houses cheaper, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
absolutely.
Everything cheaper, and then we still have GST on top of any new build.
Were they not?
And
I thought they were taking the GST off the new builds.
I haven't heard it yet.
Really?
No, it hasn't come down
They've been talking about that for
a
months.
long time. But
still haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, that's not a.
It's more political play in going on and just let's make it.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And how much? It's just like how much can you get taxed before you can't. It's not worth it. And as a developer, even I have to step out, which my business partner was the city councilor, and same thing. He just the overreach of regulations in I guess even overseeing governments. Like I know there's been in Maple Ridge, for example, a really popular hockey coach was told he couldn't from whatever his he might have been a financial advisor at the same time too. But either way, it's like he was told he has too much influence
On what?
on voters, on people, on power. So now
What does that have to do with building?
just politics.
Oh,
like if he was running for the city council,
Okay.
and so they're pulling that away from people that say because if you're a financial advisor, you have a duty to your clients too, but it's like they almost uphold them to a higher level of something, and the red tape for them to run for council is just absolutely insane. So they just don't.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how we got there from the 5% and all that for
For the GST.
cheaper housing, because that's obviously
so,
what everybody's running on.
Yeah, and that's why I said so. That's why one of my business partners just didn't run again.
Okay.
Because it was too much. Because I have to recuse myself for so many meetings if we're going to
For development
and
I
stuff,
gotcha.
right? So
Right,
and it
right.
just sometimes it just gets to be
A little bit crazy.
and the optics look not that good, right? So
Correct. Yeah,
and
totally understandable.
and we're not doing it to do anything underhanded or anything. And there's lots we've bought in town that we could have put a 23 unit apartment building on, but we chose to just build single families and keep some yard space and keep it, a real home.
Is there much building going on in the area right now? Because last number I heard is right now we're meeting 6% of what we're expecting to build.
Well, because the government wants us to build, mandated us to build, that we don't have capacity to build what their expectations are.
Perfect. You got to that. Because Huck, when I had Huck on, he said that, and I couldn't believe that the provincial government actually has the power to mandate a municipality on what to build.
They're supposed to. I mean, they're trying, but I mean, our water plant is tapped out as maximum. Like on a high use day in the summer in Enderby, we are water restrictions right to the maximum. Like we can't. If a big developer came in and said we want to put 50 lots in right now, we don't have the water capacity for that. We're tapped out what we currently have for as builds and subdivisions, but that's it.
Really?
And the government's not handing out any money to upgrade the water system so we can meet those demands of new housing.
So that's on the community to be able to
Yeah.
do that.
They mandated it, but not give you any help.
So, now here's a question. And as a business owner, you know, I'm happy that they don't do this, but I think it's absolutely ludicrous that they don't. Why don't they a business license? Once you get one in this town, you got it for basically life.
Yep.
So couldn't Enderby raise some more money by doing something? Because it's really for the $100 and some a month. It isn't much to the business owner, but I think it would definitely help something. I don't know how many businesses total there are in the area and what it would add to the coffers, but there's got to be some ways that Enderby could
Get more. Yeah. And we've had that business license conversation. So I think it's only is it $150 a year?
No.
Or is it one time only?
One
Yeah.
time only.
But it's not, oh, sorry. Yeah. So you're one time only. It's your amount, right? And so I think over the conversations was that there's so many businesses that the staff time was taking up an extraordinary amount of time for just even like looking to see if this business even exists. Do we send them a thing, follow up? Like the brick and mortar ones they'd be pretty
straightforward,
simple,
yeah.
right? But I think at the end of the day, what the net benefit as far as staff time and everything else was not really worth chasing kind of the buck when businesses were, I think at the time, even struggling. COVID was there. We had that conversation, right? And we're like, that's the one year we did 0% tax increase.
Right.
We did, just because we didn't know. No one knows. Like some people didn't even know if they could pay their mortgage if they lost their job. So we're like, well, we don't want to be in arrears for taxes and make everything harder for anyone. So yeah, I think going back to that, it was just a simple staff time versus and refiling and doing all that stuff and everyone coming in. And then it's just like tax season, right? It's like, our staff, they can't do anything else except for take taxes. So
Right.
yeah, it wasn't, I think the net gain I don't know what it would give us.
Obviously wouldn't do a lot.
Yeah.
May not even cover what you have to do to pay somebody to go out and police it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, just to do it, right? Did you get yours? And if you can't, what are you going to do about it?
Right.
Like, what are you going to fine them because they didn't get their business license in time? Or are you going to, it's not like taxes where you can do that. So it's optional, right?
Gotcha.
For Enderby.
That was just something I thought about because when I talked to Huck, he mentioned that the province had mandated that you guys start building line, and as well you explained that we don't have the infrastructure to do it. So how do we get Enderby to grow?
We don't even have the land. Like we really don't unless you get a developer. Like the city has no land we own that could possibly be, like some communities do, like Sycamoose does have some, they have a dev corp. We have a dev corp, but it's not up and running to the point where we have land or something to even move forward with that, with like a housing project per se. But I mean, really we have the knoll, which is higher above us, and we have our First Nations and RDNO and then the river.
Okay.
So we really
There's nothing in
the
between.
footprint is very, very small. Very small when you think about it.
So Enderby's about to stay small for a long time then.
I think so.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah. I mean, build here, infill some lots that are 1 acres in town that could be added to, then for sure, those will get divided as needed. But until some of those families have been on those houses forever and they're probably not going to give up their, they're happy. They have a big yard. They have some space and.
Well, I've seen some massive lots around here. It's like, and this little tiny house sitting on there. It's like, oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
And they don't want to leave it.
They don't want to leave it yet.
No, you can't blame them.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. One day.
So
Get to that.
if, because you said you're not sure if you want to run again in October. You've ticked all your boxes, or is there anything boxes there that you still want to tick?
Yeah. I mean, it's just so interesting to see how Enderby's going to grow. You know what I mean? That's the main.
You made it pretty clear that it's going to be pretty hard for Enderby to grow too far at this point.
But it's more than what we can give the citizens, right? Like, so how do we get arena upgrades? How do we get another ball diamond? How do we, like, the things that people are wanting, right? Like, our daycares are pretty good. Like, childcare is pretty awesome here. The schools are pretty good, and that's not really our mandate, but yeah, just to see how like our parks plan's gonna take shape, and I'm kind of interested to see really what we talked about, how the rail trail changes Enderby. Like, we really need a boutique hotel. Like,
There's a couple of things that we need.
I know, if we just just down by Cardiff Miller there would be ideal. Maybe when Steve at Appliance Repair.
What are you thumbsing up about? Renee's making some sort of sign over
Oh
here.
well, you know, with maybe one day when that kitchen, what is it, fridge repair, RV repair, Steve, maybe
Anyway.
he'll one day
We won't even talk about that one.
relinquish, and that would be a gorgeous boutique hotel spot. So
Yes.
there's things like that, and then I'm thinking, if I stay on council, would that be a conflict if I go down that road? But so yeah, those are kind of things, and I want to travel, and I want to. Yeah, the kids are old enough now that I'm like, okay, should I, shouldn't I? Because 4 years is a long time,
Absolutely.
right? So
Yeah. 4 years is a long time. It's also a good time for that. You one of your statements you made when you were running for office back, I think it was
you looked me up.
2018. You mentioned that you really enjoy volunteering in the community, and I do have to admit, I see you everywhere. You are there.
I get around, yeah.
I don't know if this town could get along without you being there, though. I mean, any event you go to, oh, there's Tundra. Everybody's waving at Tundra.
Volunteer. I mean, I love everyone in this town. Like I said, I don't think I really. I mean, it's harder to not like someone. So even if people are they come up to me about
Good outlook.
something, I'm just like, I just smile and wave sometimes, or just smile.
Do you get a lot of backflack from town in here?
I don't. No, I get a lot of questions, but I usually have the answers for them, right? So, I guess some people just don't take the calls or don't take the. So I'm like, phone me, text me if you have a issue.
What do you
or I'll
mean
stop.
some people don't take the calls? Like at
Like-
City Hall?
Yeah, there's been councils in the past that don't want to deal with issues, or you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like they
Yeah, yeah.
just don't. And I'm pretty open. Or I mean, you can catch me pretty much anywhere, and we can have a chat about something if it's. Something I can do something about. If your garbage didn't get picked up, then
Yeah.
let me know. But
I can try and make a phone call for you. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to go anywhere, but what the heck, right?
But no, I mean, volunteering here is. I mean, we have such an amazing volunteer base in Enderby. I don't know. I don't know how those guys at the Lions Club are still doing it. Was JP? He must be 86 years old,
Yeah.
and he's still driving that van around. I mean, he's got a few dents in it here and there, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's from him.
The Lions Club is great. The Masons are great.
The
they
Legion,
they do a lot. The Legion, absolutely.
like,
they do a lot for the
there's-
community, for sure.
Yeah,
without a
the
doubt.
amount
And
that gives
we
back.
should probably say that you can join the Legion free for this
Yeah,
year.
you can. If you're not a member, join.
Join.
Wherever I'm looking, but join there.
You're over here.
Okay, well, join. It's free. And I think even you get a chance to win a truck or something, don't you?
Is there? I don't
I don't know. There's something.
We'll have to
Yeah,
look
I
that
think
up.
there
and
is,
we'll
but
put
there's
it in there
some.
if it is.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah,
and
100%.
what a great place to come and support the community. Then we got the meat draws every Saturday.
But
Go
I've
in there,
seen,
win.
yeah, and you're a new sponsor there.
Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome. That's great. I'd love to see those little horse cards with your advertising on the back. Great idea. I heard it was your brainchild.
And if you want, make sure you scan the QR code
Yeah,
if you're at
for
the
free
Legion.
oil change, right?
Well, you never know. I think December is going to be a free set of tires.
Oh, John, man. I'm going to buy my horse racing tickets next time I go. What time is it over today, actually?
Hey, if we get out of here right now, we can make it for the last. No, I'm kidding.
No, we have, amazing volunteers. And they give so much back. Like, if you look how much money goes back to this community from the Lions, they just actually, for our pool, just donated, I don't know the dollar value, but 2 big spray features for the lazy river and another part of the pool. So, it was, I'm not going to say the dollar value, but it was
Yeah.
significant.
They've
So-
always done that. When I was a member of the Lions, I remember that coming up a lot. They do help out a lot of people, through their educational bursaries and stuff like that too. Yeah, very well done.
And if you need even anything, like if you need a walker or you had a, surgery and you need something in your house, they'll come and they usually have it in storage.
Are you a member of is it with the Lions as well?
No, Josh was.
Josh was?
I mean, he's probably still is. He just, I don't know, he's not active if he ever goes to his meetings, but he did have his green vest.
Yeah.
And
Did
his
I have a
badge.
green vest? No, I didn't get a green vest.
Maybe
Did I?
his
No.
badge.
Right.
Your badge that has your name
And there
on
is a
it.
Masons Hall here in town too. I don't know if they're still active because I know that they ran out of membership or we're getting really low, so they could still be going.
They just got a big new fancy facade
Oh, did
on their
they?
building, and they
Okay.
saw lots of guys working there, putting a brand new sign up.
Great club if you
So,
can
yeah.
get invited to join that one. For
That one is that goes back in the Baird family a ways, the Masons.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm 32nd degree, right? That's where I got to.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's lots to do in Enderby. You just got to look for it, right?
Absolutely. Recreationally wise, I mean, we have it all. We got sledding, we have golfing, we have the rail trail, we got the river float, we've got small little lakes for some of the best fishing around.
Oh, Mabel Lake.
Mabel Lake, oh,
Yeah.
beautiful lake, absolutely. Shuswap's not far from here either.
Cal. I know. I mean, it really is a little kind of gem right in the middle of the valley. So we
Yeah.
are pretty lucky to whoever decided to come
And the people here,
move here, right?
the
And then
people in Enderby, wow, they are amazing.
they are.
There's
some-
really nobody here that I've run into that. I mean, you can get some pretty cliquey neighborhoods, like Vernon. We used to live in Vernon for years and
Oh,
years
yeah,
and
yeah.
years. And anywhere here in Enderby that I've gone, like when we do the Music by the River,
Yep.
which we're sponsoring again this year, it's a great family event. Great family
Amazing.
event.
Yeah.
And they don't have those in Vernon. They don't have them in Kelowna. Well, they have little music festivals, but when such a small, tight-knit community gets together, they support it. And it's
I
quite
know,
good.
and go back to that. So that our events, but that was one thing. I mean, I was doing the events literally off the side of my work desk at home back in the day, like the whole Canada Day and Friday Night Lights. Like that was our council's kind of brainchild. Brian Shiner's like, I went to this, and we're like, let's just do it.
Right?
And like, well, who's going to do it? I'm like, I guess we're all man in the volunteer booth, and I'm parking cars, and who else is doing what? So I mean,
It's a big event.
and all those kind of things were kind of just city council at the time when I had got on there going, you guys, we can do better. We can do fun things. Like, why are we not doing more fireworks? Why aren't we doing more, just more? And then it got to be too much. So that's when we hired Valerie, which is, thank goodness we did.
Is there is there another girl that oversees it?
Kelsey. So she's in the office more. So she's kind of she's got admin side of it. And Valerie's like kind of the face of the events and the.
What a great girl she is.
She's amazing. She's got, I don't know where she gets her energy and her
Right?
her bubbliness, and she's always smiling, even if she doesn't want to smile.
Right?
She's like,
Yeah. She comes in and talks to us all the time and say, yes, Val, just yes, Val.
she's
Absolutely.
amazing. The sponsors she gets and the relationships she's built in this town,
Yep.
it's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was so happy when we, again, not poached her, but got her on board. It was like, okay, yes, we can let her run with it. And like Easter. I mean, Easter was huge.
I heard it was a really good event. It was sponsored in part by a friend of ours, Revolution RV. He was telling me about all
they
the
were
candy
there
and stuff.
handing out the big bunnies, and I was leading the charge of all the little kids out there, and I had my daughter's little sheep herder trying to keep them off the candy, and yeah, I think we had over 150 kids.
Wow.
Just the kids counted, not the parents and all the siblings in the 0 to 6, and then the same or more in the 6 to 12 years old.
So like 300 kids.
300 plus kids, and then grandparents and baby siblings, and it was insane. And
Crazy.
all the food vendors and everyone was just over the top thrilled about how the event went. So
Is that the first year that they had that big event?
no, that was our third year for Easter. At least, yeah, third. Yeah, I think this is the third year.
We're unfortunate we don't have any little kids anymore, or not anymore, but don't have any. Ours are grown,
Yeah.
and we don't have any grandkids.
Grandbabies
So
yet,
we're
so-
not there yet.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was a great event, but
So
that's Enderby.
another topic I want to sort of cover with you is we're talking about how do we attract more people and more business here. One of the really crazy stats that I found, and I'm glad to see it's gone up a little bit, but the median wage in this town is it's $59,000.
Yep.
What is it for a single person? It's like 45,000.
Yeah.
How do we get more industry, more good paying jobs so that Enderby can flourish a little bit more? That's a very straightforward political question to you as a counselor. What do you see?
I just see we need more industrial. That is a driver. Another, gift shop or anything's not going to pay that.
No.
It's just not. So, we do have our kind of bigger ones, Cedar Solutions and the mill and OK Fertilizer. And, there's some of our main ones and, is it APM? APM, they're pretty good,
What's APM?
Don't make me do the acronym on that one.
Okay, I won't.
But
Forget it.
they took for Wibb's Gym.
Okay, yeah. Down by the...
so they do the sawmill equipment all over, even the States and stuff. And yeah, but they're...
Isn't that Corey?
No, that's
No.
Corey Martindale. That's... no, so they're down... It's not Precision Machine. It's like something like that. Don't quote me. But
I won't.
they pay quite well. So, and you wouldn't even really know they're there, but they had to take over Wibb's Gym because they have that many staff in that office, right?
Oh, that's right. We were just down there the other day and we've seen that Wibb's Gym Wibb's has moved downtown.
Yeah. So that
and Precision Machine. Okay, I got now. I'm caught up with you.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So they and local guys, we went to high school here, president and CEO or whatever is running it, and they have sawmills in Carolina and all over that they manage and stuff. So it's got to be industrial. There's no other, and we have very limited industrial. So Vetter Transport, they take up a little bit of that space down there. And
just at that one end there.
Yeah,
right,
and so then OK Fertilizer is expanding into that next slot.
Okay.
So we just need more industrial. Modulux. That's
which just came in here
addition.
within last 4 years or something.
Yeah,
didn't they?
4 or 5 years. Yeah. So, it's slowly getting there, and it's just the DCCs to get.
What's a DCC?
Development cost charge. So it's like when a developer comes in and they want, ideally we really want to get fully services and paved out brickyard, like the full end of it. So but every, you can't make the Revolution RV at the end pay for the whole shebang. Correct. So as people come on, we need to collect DCCs.
Is there anybody looking into that commercial property out there yet to do anything?
I've heard some rumblings, but I don't know for sure. So I think it will. It's prime, kind of flat setup. Their services can go in there.
The unfortunate part is it's right on the river.
Or the fortunate you could just jump in and float. No,
yeah, no, I would rather see something like down along there as I guess residential probably wouldn't work so well down in there because it is already kind of
it's industrial and it's just when we look at our official community plan, we've gone over that, and I said the same thing because all of our beautiful where Cardiff Miller and where the OK Fertilizer is, and all the way down Vetter Transport is all beautiful riverfront, but it was all put there because of the rail.
Right.
The train went through there, so that was same all the way down by Revolution RV. Anything down there was always just because rail access, right? And that was
somebody made a bad decision way back when.
Surecrop Feeds, right? It's right on the rail, and
Surecrop Feeds is working right with you guys too to get that rail trail past there.
It's that's settled and
okay.
Yeah, everything is.
Is it going to be
there.
actually back to the rail trail? Yeah, is it going to be routed through Grindrod now, or it's still the same spot? So
it's going to go down towards the pub, past the park. There'll be a crosswalk. There, and then it'll come back and join. Just because they just wanted to avoid that corner.
It's a pretty crazy.
You can't. Yeah. People crossing there would just be a nightmare. So it just let people come into town and hit a straight stretch, and there'll be a controlled crossing there, and then you just have to come back up and go back to So that should be, as far as I know, is happening this summer. Like I've seen design plans for it, so that's going to be going ahead.
So excited.
I know, right? Like we can all meet at the pub for a glass of water and
how about a
French
beer?
Fry.
How about a beer?
I might be parched by the time I get there on my bike.
We do have electric bikes.
Beer after.
Water first, then the beer.
But yeah, no, that's the only thing I can see is more industrial.
Okay.
And the more we can.
Is there anything on the horizon?
Nothing major. The one kind of interesting is our partners to the, I guess, south and north and all over is Spot Sheen, that their dev corp is huge, right? They employ so many people in town that I didn't even know that worked for Spatching Dev Corp.
I didn't know they had that many departments.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, and that building that they work out of is full. Like the basement, I don't know if you've ever been. It's
You're talking
offices.
about the round,
No,
not the round building, but the
the-
one next to it.
no. So the Dev Corp runs out of like Canco.
Okay.
So
yeah,
the
yeah.
building.
Oh, there's a downstairs there.
Yeah, huge.
Oh, crazy.
Huge, yeah. So, yeah, there's a massive, their forestry division and everything, and yeah, they got a lot going on. So, there's a lot of people in town that do work for them, and now that they have their housing initiative going on right in town, right? I don't know if you've seen that getting built, but
No, explain it to me.
so they took over the Bank of Montreal building. They're in there. They're Splats and Dev
Right
Corp.
downtown?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're there, and then right across the forestry building that used to be the Ministry of Forest, like right across from them on Old Vernon.
Okay.
They're building a show home there of their spots.
That's what they're
and
doing.
homes.
Okay.
Yeah, and their homes are, yeah, they go up quick. They're
Yeah, they're styrofoam homes or something, are they not? Or something?
yeah, they're
He came into
built-
came into our
Yeah.
office one day. Was trying to explain it to me. I couldn't quite figure out.
yeah. So they're steel beam base. Let's say like imagine a rib cage steel beam, and then filled with styrofoam, and then
Right.
sandwiched with like a obviously your Tyvek or whatever, then your Hardy, and then the other side would be a good one side, I think, plywood. And then yeah, so they seem to go up and they're really nice. I've been in a couple. They have their big shop in Vernon that they build.
Is that something that you and your partner would be looking at building that type of house too? Or is sticking basically with the traditional stick and
No.
Wooden stick.
just wooden stick, ICF foundations. Yeah. I mean, for now. But, I mean, we've tried to build our houses so you can drive by them and put a carriage house on back, which you're totally allowed to in Enderby. Every
Right.
house can have a carriage house as long as you have access to it. So I just need a little carriage house so my kids can move into my house. And then I
we
can-
tried to put one out here and have our kids move, and they said, "No, there's
Oh.
nothing for us to do out in Enderby." I'm like, "What? They're younger." So,
Yeah, true. But
one day.
once they realize that they can get you ride.
That is that. How come we don't have you ride here? How do we get that?
You can. Remember,
But
I
you
told
gotta.
you.
I know,
You
but they
gotta
gotta come out
pre-book
of
it,
Vernon.
and you got to pre-book it. Yeah. You
Why
just
can't
gotta
they have
pre-book
somebody
it.
here in town?
The ride sharing. Well, I mean, we've gotten this far. We advocated at UBCM for that for years about ride sharing, and it was just so shut down by the government. Now it's apparently opened up again.
Is
so.
there something that's holding Enderby back from having somebody work as a U ride?
No, not in any government legislation whatsoever. It's just opportunity. Like they will come here, and you just have to pre-book them. Or if you're going to the Boot, Scoot, and Boogie thing in Armstrong, next weekend, you just pre-book them. If
So-
you know you want to get home.
What I find is amazing that there isn't enough call, because I mean we used to have a taxi service here,
Yeah.
and he retired. But I wouldn't. I don't know why the U ride doesn't have somebody local here that would operate between 8 and 8 o'clock, and maybe somebody else wants after hour. I don't know. I think it would be an awesome thing if they did, because for us to go to the Legion and come back, no,
I know.
could have
some-
more fun.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's something we could pursue a bit more and push them, but it's just a business case, right?
But it's got nothing to do with Enderby,
No,
City
nothing
of
to
Enderby
do.
at all.
No. Like because they come to Enderby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're allowed to.
Which,
They
thank
can-
you for letting me know that.
Yeah. Anytime.
We will
so.
definitely be making some use of that maybe this summer.
Yeah. Well, I know, and when we had the tube taxi was awesome for people, right? The bus that would go back and forth, but again, it was inconsistent, and when you have inconsistency, things don't usually work. So.
Yeah, exactly. They have to have the constant income.
Yeah.
Can't be. Well, I mean, a lot of outdoor recreation is weather based. So
Yeah, I mean, you throw a fire season in, and people
That
aren't
kills
coming,
it.
and you
Absolutely.
have So I mean,
we noticed that even in our RV rental business, when for those few years that we were having all the fires, it just this year is starting to look like it's going to come back up again, because a lot of people, most of our client base came out of Alberta and Lower
yeah,
Mainland,
and they were scared.
and
They're
it's like, why
"Oh."
go? It's just going to burn up,
Yeah.
or it's going to be smoky, or whatever, right?
Yeah, and people have the money out there already, like business owners, right? So I mean, it's a hard hit to do that.
So for a very seasonal one like that,
Mm.
yeah, it could definitely. Well, I'm hoping that maybe some entrepreneurial out there and take this idea from me. Do it again and add electric bikes for the rail trail.
Well, I that's why I said I'm excited to see what happens with Enderby, because there is those couple buildings that are, well, the one that's Tyvek still that I think is
Right
hopefully
on,
gotten bought. But I mean, the man that owned that before, his kind of vision was having a little wine bar club outside the back that faced the cliffs and faced the rail trail.
Oh, really?
And rented bikes and had Enderby souvenirs and different things, because it's a captive audience. They're riding right by.
Absolutely.
Right? So,
It's
I mean,
perfect.
it's
It's right on the side there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that building I think could be very interesting. And there's so many opportunities down there I see. Like I said, that one place besides the Cardiff Miller boutique hotel, pool in the middle,
Right.
patio,
Right.
Amazing views.
little U shape. I know I even have little sketches. I'm like, oh, and then we could do an underground parking heated for the sledders in the winter. And
Obviously he doesn't want to sell at this point because he's got too much traffic. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna leave there, but that would be a fantastic
Be
spot.
perfect there.
There's
Absolutely.
enough room.
Mhm.
Little boutique, just a 12 unit.
Lovely little wine bar.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a rooftop
That's our
bar
side
with
producer
some-
talking. I don't know if anybody can hear her.
right. I know, and the pool in the middle,
You know, you do have a microphone,
just
right?
a U shape.
Oh, you forgot.
Yeah, I didn't forget.
But yeah, those are the kind of things that I'm like, oh, do I stay to try to help that facilitate those things happening, like that building? Because I said I can't. You go down south, you see the rail trail. It's jam packed.
Yeah, from Vernon
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
Kelowna for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like you can't even get parking in there.
I think we're going to get that though. That link and was a fantastic idea to go from right through to Sycamoose along the Mara Lake there. Absolutely.
Yeah, like you can
You're not-
stop and jump in, and
You've got Cow Lake, sure, from Vernon to there. Absolutely. But we've got the north end here, I think, and it's not probably going to be near as crowded.
yeah, and it's just, I mean, that whole section is stunning
Yeah.
along Mara Lake, that whole backside, and
Yeah, well, there's nothing. It's all forest
yeah,
all above it.
yeah.
It's
No,
not
I'm-
like there's houses sitting down on people looking down at
No,
you as you're riding on the
there's-
rail trail.
No, I remember we had a houseboat pre-children, and well, we sold it after we had the kid, because I was like, it's too dangerous out there. But yeah, we'd spend days out on that side of Mara Lake and putting pennies on the track. We're not supposed to do that probably,
Shh.
but
Shh,
the
don't
trains
tell.
were barely even running then. But yeah, it was just so peaceful on that side. So I think it's going to be a massive draw. There's
Yeah.
no way it's not going to be. So that's why I'm like, Enderby could, and even all along. I mean, I don't know if you've done Penticton,
No.
their rail trail that goes along the Naramata Bench. There's so many farm stands selling little cideries
Oh, really?
and
Right on there.
sandwiches and apples or snacks and then
Well, there's
wineries
a whole bunch of
and-
people. Like, right, what is that little community out there with the
Mara?
Mara?
Yeah.
Somebody out there will set up something.
Yeah, like you're primed for opportunity all the way along. So I think it's going to open up this huge kind of not farm to table, but this whole movement of just seeing this exposed gem that we have here of our backyard, right? That we haven't even been able to see because it's been closed, right? A lot
For
of
so
it.
long, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be just this. It
And
might be a little
Rosman
catalyst.
makes a nice little lake too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's a beautiful little lake.
So you can
and
get all along that side. I guess once you get to the bridge at Rosman, you have to. Well, there should be. I think there's trails that you can ride. It's not an official rail trail, but you can jump off the rail trail and then go back up to where
get
the,
into Rosman.
Yeah, to where the
The rec site
the
is
forest,
in
the
there.
forestry campsite was. Yeah, for
you
sure.
can get into the rec site and go explore those little caves. There's little
Caves?
caves out there.
There's caves up there. We've been down there once, and we got down there fairly late in the day.
Oh yeah. There's a couple little caves just past the bridge on your left. Have a look next time
I will
in the rocks.
when we
There's-
drive by.
Yeah, when you
Absolutely.
drive by, there's some little caves. So, and yeah, I'm just from having friends that live out there and just walking that before it was officially kind of open and knowing that we're there from just, years of exploring. But yeah, there's so many little gems that you don't even know about, even down south towards Stephanie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the elk crossing, a lot of grizzlies down there.
Where?
Put a bell on your bike.
Where is this?
Towards Armstrong, like towards
There's
Stephanie.
grizzlies. Oh,
Yeah,
because of
there's
the
a
elk herd.
lot. Yeah, there's a lot of grizzlies in that area, and
Really?
they go up. Yeah, they come off the mountain like towards, yeah, I guess it's Enderby.
The Maple Lake side.
No, Enderby so Enderby, not Enderby Grin, back Enderby.
Yeah,
Back
so that would be
Enderby
the
Road, so-
or Maple side of the highway heading into Vernon.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Like where you can take the cutoff from Armstrong and take the back road into
Right.
Enderby, so
Yeah.
back Enderby.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of dairy farms in there, a lot of,
A lot of grizzly trouble back there, right?
I don't know about
Crazy.
trouble, but they come off that mountain. There's a lot
I
of
wouldn't
elk
have thought
herds
they
in
would have
there.
come down that low because,
Yeah, so either did
but because
I.
of that elk herd, which I can see, yeah, for
elk
sure.
herd, and there is some dairy farmers that have some pits in
Okay.
there that, they have to dispose of some
Right.
things.
So the bears come down and dig it up.
Yeah, and so we're just because our in-laws live kind of in the back of that Fortune Creek, and they have a dairy farm, and they were just saying, "You guys walk that trail?" I said, "Yeah." They're like, "And there's a lot of grizzlies
probably
that come
shouldn't do
down there." We're like, "What?" Oh, come! I mean, ignorance is bliss sometimes, right? But
Right?
I was like, "Oh no."
Where's my bear spray?
Yeah. So I didn't know that. So I mean, who knows? But yeah, there's that elk herd and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah,
There's
there was
lots to see.
somebody had posted a picture of it yesterday. It was quite a huge herd
Mm-hmm.
that came through.
Massive. And you
Yeah.
can see it if you do take your bikes down there. You can see where they come down through the hill down. There's a trail,
Okay.
and then over through Fortune Creek, and then up, and then they end up canyon.
They go up in behind the drive-in there, don't they?
Yeah, they end
Yeah.
up going all the way up by there, and then all the way up towards like Hulker Hall, because you can see them in those fields when if
Okay.
you take that road, Canyon Road up there.
Crazy. And it's quite a big herd.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Amazing for a little area like this.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So I think there'll be people posting stuff from all over the world about.
Another reason to come here.
Right.
There's actually a couple that's coming from Germany again, Dieter and Juliana Krauskamp. I think that's how you pronounce it. And we've actually done a podcast with them. They've been world traveling. You know how you get these guys on YouTube today that go out and travel and they film everything? Well,
Yeah.
these guys have been doing it since they were,
About 60 years.
yeah, he's going to be 80 this year, and they've been traveling.
Wow.
He used to be a lawyer in Germany, and she was a school teacher. He worked for the German government, and they just went out. So anyway, we have that caliber of traveler that comes here every year and makes Enderby the home base and then goes from here because they just love this area.
Well, how can you not? I mean, and especially the proximity to the airport and the lakes, like like you said, how many lakes you could hit within half an hour
Right.
drive. You could be, Hidden's pushing it if you want to get there in half an hour,
But it's a great
but
lake
it's a
to
great
go to.
lake.
Yeah,
It is.
absolutely. We shouldn't
It
be telling
is.
anybody. Shh.
No, it's hidden.
We're going to
That's why
cut this out.
that's
It's
why
called Hidden Lake for a reason. Tundra, thank you very much for coming and being on the show. It's been awesome.
Anytime. It was a good conversation.
I hope to see that you continue with City Council. It sounds to me like there's still some things that you would like to get done, and I'm pretty sure if anybody's going to get them done, it's going to be you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be a next little adventure. We'll see what happens. You never know.
All right, cheers. I hope we'll have you back too.
Okay. Follow up to a
Follow up
follow-up.
to
and I'll let you know what happens in a couple years from now.
Thanks, Tundra.
Thanks, Carmen.